Hello, and yeah, Baccano won the voting, of which is the next series I'll react to, and it won it very handedly. I think it got like 74% of the votes. So yeah, that's interesting. And the thing I know about this show, I think it is a detective drama, if I remember correctly. I do think I've heard the intro. I think the intro is quite like kind of similar to oh no, the show with Spike, and he's a futuristic like bounty hunter. Oh no, what is that? Cowboy Bebop. So I'm expecting kind of like that style, but not in the future, like in the past, like in the like 90s, 80s, maybe 70s, like that time period. So I'm excited. And okay, and I will say the poll isn't officially over. I'm recording this on the same day the poll will end. But I'm kind of like it's gotten 74% of the votes and none of the other three options are even close. So I'll react to it. And if another one wins, well, I guess I'll do two shows. Alright, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. But I don't recognize any of these characters, because I've never seen this show. Isaac something. Miria something. Oh, some chocolates. Wait, Chocoloni? Is that Tony Chocoloni? I've had that chocolate. I thought it was a newer chocolate, but this show is from 2007. Maybe it's new here in Sweden. I had never seen Tony Chocoloni chocolate until like 2 or 3 years ago. But that's exactly how their packaging look. Alright, so that makes me curious. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, I was so like enthralled in like, oh, Tony Chocoloni, that I didn't pay attention. Okay, that's obviously the bad guys here probably. I haven't paid attention to their names. Yakuzi, alright. The guy. But it does seem like there's a lot of characters. Oh, is he gonna get drowned? Oh, and these are two main characters, the two jokers. Okay, hello. On the table. So either she's very tiny, or there's a big table, or both. It could be both, because it does look like conference table. Carol. And I mean, I also do have this in English. I want to watch it in Japanese, but I might watch the English dub, like 1 or 2 episodes, whatever. But for the first episode, I want the Japanese, like the original. 1930. Don't ask questions about the 30s. Alright. Because it's beautiful. So he's thinking like, why do people think? Because they don't happen very often. Like, nope. I just think it looked cool. Oh, are you guys journalists, maybe? 1,000. So maybe they're not detectives. Well, I guess, journalist, detective, I guess they kind of go a little bit hand in hand. I really think about actual, like, journalist. I'm not thinking of the modern day journalists, even though there are like a bunch of good modern day journalists that actually do go out in the fields, try and find. Oh, he slapped her. No. Because that's what someone said. Oh, okay, daily days. So these are journalists. Like, oh. Like the actual story is from the 1700s. Or would this be the 1800s? Yeah, this would be the 1800s, right? If it's 1711, it's 1800s. I think. When it comes to that type of thing, I always get confused. And 1930 would be the 20th century, and we are now in the 21st. Like, I'm not gonna reveal my point system. Oh. Oh, okay. The people that I thought might be the main characters are kind of like robbers, maybe? Oh. Holy shit! Alright. I did not expect any of this. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So they're kind of like, they're doing a really good job, I guess, setting up the tone right here. So I wonder if this show is gonna be about a story that those two journalists are like talking through, and that's the actual show. Oh, he's like, thanks for the money. Let me stab you. Oh. Oh, wait. There's magical powers? He's like, you piece of shit. I mean, who's the monster? The guy who's trying to stab and kill someone. Like, sorry, old man, I think you're the monster. And every person is the main character in their own story. Boom! Alright. When I think of stuff like this, okay, Hollywood, okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm thinking, like, New York. And then they showed Hollywood, so is this set in, like, Los Angeles? Or maybe it's set across, you know, the US. Because when I look at this, I'm thinking, the only thing that comes to my mind, like, oh, this is New York. Like, old New York. Even though I don't know anything about that stuff. He's like, wait, again? He's like, well, do you think I care about the casualties? He's like, no, it's not. Okay. So, okay, so I guess this group right here and the other are the ones who are having a bit of a turf war. I need to kill this guy. Alright, I can already tell it's going to take me a couple of episodes, maybe many episodes, to get all their names to stick. I mean, already, for her, I'm like, alright, Carol. Her name has stuck with me. The vice president doesn't say anything. Oh. Dallas. Okay, oh no, it's Dallas. Alright, so how can he link? Okay, so the answer is yes. You can decide if you want him alive or dead. I assume, if judging by the other guys, you know, judging by the dad and the brother, the answer is dead. Okay, and this is the Runorata family. Like, come on. How's he gonna say something? He's like, oh shit. I'll tell you everything. So, is he kind of like the other guy in the beginning? Or was that just Carol's story? And it isn't actually that some people have magical powers. That they just maybe killed a body double or something. So I think it's pretty like interesting how they're doing this. I was not expecting it's gonna be like this. I don't know, in my mind I was thinking like, it's gonna be a comedy drama with those two people that we saw in the beginning. That I thought was gonna be like detectives, but no, this seems to be about way more serious. And I guess we are learning right now on how all of the people that we saw in the intro, how their storylines probably will intertwine. That crazy motherfucker. Alright. Like, get down on the ground. Okay. It was the wrong guy they got. Okay, and the people that were on board of that were killed as well. I don't know. I think they're just saying that because they don't know. I mean, obviously, it has something to do with the turf war, which I guess they. Oh. Okay. So I guess superpowers exist. So I think they're like. I'm gonna assume this has been confirmed now. That the superpowers, the immortality, actually exists. Like, what the fuck? Alright, the desk. Don't peer your head up. Nope. I wasn't. You did not see anything, alright? Okay, so I guess those two are gonna be our comedic relief. I assume he's immortal. Oh, and the kid we... Okay. Now I know. All the characters we saw in the beginning are all gonna be immortals, or like a big chunk of them. Yeah, even that guy is an immortal. That's the right answer. Like, that's the answer we want, alright? Alright, find you. So I guess what we're seeing right now is a turf war amongst immortals, actually. It's not just the mafia, it's more than that. And I guess they're gonna try and figure out how do you kill an immortal and what is an immortal. Yeah, and the flying pussyfoot, I thought it was gonna be like an zeppelin. That's what I thought. But no, it's the train. Alright. Like, is that telling us, that doesn't tell us a lot? Like, how are you alive? What? Okay, wait. Are these two... Maybe they're playing a character right there. I'm confused. Or is that not the burglar couple? Oh yeah, that was the one guy. Oh no, what was his name? It's the one name in the intro. It's like, that's a fun name, but I already forgot. Okay, yeah, it's not these two. Okay, I thought these two were the two in the dresses, in the white dresses, but it's not. This guy's hair is more dirt blonde. Like, oh, you're supposed to be dead. Alright. That was not at all what I was expecting. It is completely different. Which is pretty cool. I'm very confused, but I do think it's a pretty good intro to a story. They're kind of setting up that things aren't what you would think, because as I said in the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, this is a bit of a mafia thing. It's not. Just sure they're part of the mobs, but it goes way beyond just a mob war. Something with immortals, superpowers, but God, what is it called? Special powers, and I want to see, because I don't want to see if there is a preview. I have to make sure I don't see the preview. Yeah, I'm kind of man, I just want to go into the next episode. But I do think I'm gonna pace myself a bit. I mean, I'm gonna try and watch one episode a day. Obviously, I'm not gonna release an episode a day. For YouTube, it's gonna be released once a week. But I do kind of want to I want Patreons to be ahead at least a month. So I want, when episode 1 comes out on YouTube, I want patrons to at least have episode 4, maybe even 5. Yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard for me to really say much because you got a lot of information, so much information that I'm kind of having like an information overload right now, and I'm kind of curious on how the remaining episodes are gonna, because I'm not even sure if we're in like the quote-unquote present day in the show. Like, is what we saw here in the latest part, is it set in the same time as Carol and the vice director talked, or what we saw right now are just speculations and thoughts, and like everything, like what we're seeing right now, is it just the thoughts or the discussion that Carol and the vice director is having? I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. A thumbs up for me.